Welcome back to another video, guys. So what I want to talk about today is S197 versus S550, and I thought I'd make a video on this real quick because regardless in the Mustang community, if you go for a V6 or V8, you're going to get this question asked a lot and which one you went for, etc., stuff like that. So one of the questions I got asked is why did I go for an S550 over an S197? And it's actually a pretty simple reason, a couple reasons, but the main number one being is I knew I was going to use it for a daily driver. Well, an S197 for a daily driver is a nice car. However, interior-wise, the S550 is more luxurious in a sense when you compare the two cars. And I'm not saying it's like a Cadillac or a Lincoln or anything like that. It's just better in terms of like comfort feel and stuff like that for a daily driver. The seats are more comfortable than an S197, different things along those lines. So when you actually look at it, you know, for a daily driver and daily driving for comfort-wise and interior-wise, an S550 is better in terms of quality and everything. S197 cars look amazing exterior-wise. They're the best-looking modern Mustangs, hand down, in my opinion, that you could just buy stock and not do anything with, and they just look amazing regardless. But in terms of interior-wise, the S197 is overall not the most comfiest interior. It is not the absolute best-feeling interior. There goes a 5.0. By me is a lime green 5.0. But in terms of like, you know, interior wise and feel and comfort is not as good as the S550. And that's why I wanted up going for an S550. Plus on top of that, S197s at the time when I was looking for a Mustang, they were insane because it was the time when S197s were blowing up on social media and a lot of people were looking at S197s and, you know, they're very difficult to grab. They have that old like, you know, muscle car like look to it. So any S197s that I could find were actually double the price, if not more expensive than this car. This car, cash price, if I was going to buy it with cash, if I were to have bought it with cash, was $15,850. Any S197 that I looked for at all whatsoever that was in decent quality, you know, condition, at least around the same condition as this, was upwards to about $18,000 to $20,000. That's even for a V6. And V8s we're talking about $25,000 to $30,000. So when it actually came down to it, you know, S550, I drove this. I've driven an S197 before, and I just overall like the feeling of the drive more. You know what I mean? That's not to say that an S197 is a bad car. By no means. If I had a choice for a weekend like toy car, it'd definitely be an S197. They look amazing, immaculate, and they look awesome. But for an S550, when it comes down to it, S550 is better interior, and that's what it ultimately looks like. You know, you spend a large majority of your time when using your car in your car. So if you don't like the interior of your car, then there's a problem. You know what I mean? You have to like both the interior and exterior of your car equally. And I think that's what it ultimately comes down to, as well as the seats are more comfy in an S550 as opposed to an S197. Just the base stock seats, they definitely are. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you are looking into getting a Mustang, regardless if you get a V8 or a V6, look into, you know, both of these platforms, the S197 and the S550. Figure out what is best for you. I will say that if you're going to be using it as a daily driver, absolute daily driver, definitely look into an S550, you know, as one of the cars that you get, because it is more of a relaxed like feel, more of a comfort like feel for daily driving. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.